let's do the shows. We don't have to review SmackDown. I did not watch the AEW pay-per-view, but I watched Raw and I watched AEW. Did you watch Raw and AEW, Konnan?
Yeah.
I saw the pay-per-view and Raw. I did
you really? Because you talked to. Let me ask you a question, Joe.
Mhm.
I had commented to you. We had made some comments that you were excited about the pay-per-view, and I asked you, well, what exactly you're excited for? And then we went over the card. It's like, well, I'm not really excited. I'm just kind of
when I reviewed it again, I was like, maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay, but what was your general review of the pay-per-view based on that? Because you were kind of optimistic.
Yeah,
I kind of talked you out of being optimistic, but now after viewing the pay-per-view, did your optimism or lack of optimism come to fruition?
I'd say it was kind of in the middle. Yeah, I got what I expected from everything pretty much. And, I liked Eddie and Moxley, but that's, I've always liked those guys. That's going to be my cup of tea. Christian and Edge, Adam Copeland was good. Swerve, very high on Swerve. And MJF and Joe, although I wasn't crazy about the ending, I like MJF a lot and his work has really, really gotten good in the ring, except he took a muscle buster on the apron and I could just see Disco watching it going,
you're taking stupid shit. Come on.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary.
So it was I would say it was an AEW pay-per-view. There was stuff that I enjoyed and there's stuff that I didn't. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Konnan, because I'm very what do you just based on this is pure speculation. Based on the way that the pay-per-view ended, do you think that MJF is leaving the company? Or like this is a good thing to bring him back?
No, I don't think he's leaving. I just can't believe, bro. I just find it very hard to believe that, 1 year ago or 6 months ago when he knew this date was coming, he would have given that much TV time. I think they're trying to work us. Bro,
but he ended up burying him. Bro, I
just think the burial is part of the swerve.
Nail the coffin, 6 feet under, shovel the dirt on top of burial. In his hometown, he got made to look like he got beat clean by he got choked out in his hometown, and he got swerved by something that should have been completely obvious to him, and he got just buried.
Okay, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying I think they're trying to swerve us with that. By going, look, we beat him in his hometown. We beat him clean. Why would you give him all that TV time if you know he's leaving?
Right. Get your maybe they gave him a raise and you want to get value, bro. Who else were they going to put? They'll think about this. He's that good of a performer. It's not like you were going to fill his time with Wheeler Yuta promos.
Well, no, I 100% agree, but
I don't know. I think the way they buried him and the fact that Adam Cole said he's gone forever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
It's funny.
We'll see. It's good that I don't know because I don't want to know.
I like that too.
I want to be surprised if he shows up on WWE or AEW next, whatever they do with him. I'm not going to try to call and find out and stuff. I want to be surprised here because it's his situation has generated a lot of interest in the wrestling community. Obviously, because he's that good of a performer. So
see, the feeling that I got as a fan was this dude's going on vacation or making a movie and he's coming back. Now, if he shows up at the Rumble or something, great. I didn't expect that. That's great. But that's just the feeling I have. But it's funny because I Googled MJF to see if there's any updates. And every single headline in Google is Road Dogg says, let me make it simple for you. I'm a better sports entertainer than MJF. Did you see this or hear it?
Oh, yeah, he's getting tons of heat from it, too. So
he said, because I figured we'd talk about this for a sec. So the fact that I've taken this long should make everybody mad. Are they, I think, by now? I don't know, dude. He's great. He's a really great promo. He's not a great wrestler in my mind, but I wasn't even a good one, so I don't compare the two. You want me to say I'm better just for the views? Okay, so let me give this to you plain and simple. The Road Dogg is a better sports entertainer than MJF. That is no disrespect to MJF. I've met the individual, very respectful and very smart in the way he eats, trains. He surpasses me in everything. But I wanted to make the one line that everybody will read very clear. I'm a better sports entertainer than MJF. Having said that, yeah, and I'll trend. Thank you guys for that. But if they listen to the whole thing as a human being, I think the dude is a good dude.
All right, let me make a point about that. In the big picture of sports entertainment, MJF still got a lot of work to do to be a better one than Road Dogg. Bro, let me tell you something. How many people, MJF is a good performer. And he comes out and he can torch guys on the mic, and he's a mic in his hand. He's good. But bro, Road Dogg has a lot of very impersonatable things about him. Like, how many people will recite, "Oh, you didn't know"?
Everybody.
better call. Like, bro, he's got catchphrases. He's got, like in the big picture. And he did it during a time when a lot of people watching, people still remember him today because of it. Yep. MJF has a lot of work to do to surpass Road Dogg on, if you're looking at the landscape of sports entertainers in the business, Road Dogg's still way up there because he performed at a time and he was very entertaining. And he had a lot of charisma too, So even remember Road Dogg, how good he was when he was the roadie.
Yeah. Right.
Konnan, do you remember? Mm-hmm. I remember because like when the roadie debuted, I'll never forget. I vaguely remember this, right? Because we used to watch, like, we would always try to find, when we were at Nitro, we would always try to find a television to watch Raw while we were at Nitro.
Right.
And I remember we were always popping at how hard Road Dogg worked at ringside to be the roadie. Remember, like, he would always, like, He was like that. He was like so engrossed in the character. We were like, we would pop and like, this guy's like, what a great character.
He's entertaining,
Even just being a roadie,
Right.
Right. So, bro, that's funny too. If you go back and watch like when Jeff Jarrett debuts with the roadie, like the first 2 to 3 weeks of TV, watch Road Dogg's character work doing that gimmick, and it's like, bro, even today you would hope somebody would just get him that engrossed in the character, like do it that well, So, yeah.
And I'll tell you, it was shortly before they left, which was unfortunate, but they had the roadie and Sean Waltman when he was 1-2-3 Kid open a pay-per-view, and it was like roadie's first big match. And they, the crowd was expecting, he's kind of a manager. They didn't know him. Roadie and Kid tore it down. Right.
Well, when Roddy was out there with Jeff, I always used to pop. He'd be like, get before Jarrett would sink, he'd grab that check, testing 1, 2, check, and you would just laugh, like how funny is his character, right? He's an actual wrestling character on the show, but he's Jarrett's roadie. It's like,